Welcome to Hollywood Star Celebrity. Today, we're taking a timeless journey back to 1956 to explore the iconic cast of The Searchers and where they are now in 2025. Buckle up as we reveal the stars then and how they shine today. Let's dive in. Lana Wood, younger Debbie Edwards. In The Searchers, 1956, Lana Wood portrayed the younger Debbie Edwards, the kidnapped niece of Ethan Edwards. Born as Svetlana Nikolaevna Gurdin on March 1st, 1946, in Santa Monica, California, she was just 10 years old when the film was released. Standing at 5 foot 3 inch, Lana Wood later became known for her acting career, including her role as Plenty O'Toole in Diamonds Are Forever, 1971. Now, in 2025, she is 79 years old, with a legacy tied to both classic Hollywood and one of the greatest westerns ever made. John Wayne, Ethan Edwards. In The Searchers, 1956, John Wayne delivered one of his most iconic performances as Ethan Edwards, a hardened Civil War veteran on a relentless quest to find his kidnapped niece. Born Marion Robert Morrison on May 26, 1907, in Winterset, Iowa, he was 49 years old when the film was released. Towering at 6'4", Wayne, known as Duke, became the face of the American Western. He passed away on June 11, 1979, at 72, leaving behind an enduring legacy. If he were alive in 2025, he would be 117 years old, but his legend remains timeless. Jeffrey Hunter, Martin Pawley. Jeffrey Hunter, born Henry Herman McKinney Jr. on November 25, 1926, in New Orleans, Louisiana, was 29 years old when he portrayed Martin Pawley in The Searchers, 1956. Standing at 6 feet tall, Hunter brought a youthful intensity to the role, playing a determined yet compassionate adopted son on a quest to rescue his kidnapped sister. Known for his striking looks and strong screen presence, he continued to act in various films and TV shows until his untimely passing on May 27, 1969, at age 42 due to a stroke. If alive today in 2025, he would be 98 years old. Pippa Scott, Lucy Edwards. Pippa Scott, born Philippa Scott on November 10, 1935, in New York City, was just 20 years old when she played Lucy Edwards in The Searchers, 1956. Her role, though brief, was pivotal. Lucy's tragic fate adds to the film's emotional weight, driving Ethan and Martin's relentless pursuit. With a natural elegance and quiet strength, Scott left a lasting impression despite her short screen time. Over the years, she continued acting and later became involved in producing and activism. Now, in 2025, she is 89 years old, a living connection to one of cinema's greatest westerns. John Qualen, Lars Jorgensen. John Qualen, born Johan Qualen on December 8, 1899, in Vancouver, Canada, was 56 years old when he played Lars Jorgensen in The Searchers, 1956. A character actor known for his distinct Scandinavian accent and gentle demeanor, he brought warmth and authenticity to the role of the steadfast settler. With a career spanning decades, he appeared in numerous classic films, often portraying kind-hearted, humble men. Had he been alive today in 2025, he would be 125 years old. Qualen passed away on September 12, 1987, at the age of 87 due to heart failure in Torrance, California. Henry Brandon, Scar. Henry Brandon, born Heinrich von Kleinbach on June 8, 1912, in Berlin, Germany, was 44 years old when he portrayed Scar, the fierce Comanche chief, in The Searchers, 1956. With his towering 6'2" 1/2 inch frame and commanding presence, he delivered a chilling yet complex performance, embodying both the menace and dignity of his character. Often cast in villainous roles, Brandon had a career spanning over 5 decades in film and television. He passed away on February 15, 1990, at the age of 77 due to a heart attack in Los Angeles. If he were alive today in 2025, he would be 112 years old. Ken Curtis, Charlie McCorry. Ken Curtis, born Curtis Wayne Gates on July 2, 1916, in Lamar, Colorado, was 39 years old when he played Charlie McCorry in The Searchers, 1956. Standing at 5'11", Curtis brought a blend of charm and comedic awkwardness to the role, portraying the well-meaning but outmatched suitor of Lori Jorgensen. Known for his later work as Festus Hagen on Gunsmoke, he had a career spanning music and acting. He passed away in his sleep from a heart attack on April 28, 1991, in Fresno, California. If alive today in 2025, he would be 109 years old. Natalie Wood, Debbie Edwards. Natalie Wood, born Natalie Zakharenko on July 20, 1938, in San Francisco, California, was just 17 when she portrayed Debbie Edwards in The Searchers, 1956. Despite her limited screen time, her role as the kidnapped niece of Ethan Edwards was central to the film's emotional depth. Already a rising star, she would go on to legendary performances in West Side Story and Rebel Without a Cause. Tragically, her life was cut short at 43 when she drowned under mysterious circumstances near Santa Catalina Island on November 29, 1981. If she were alive today in 2025, she would be 86 years old. Harry Carey Jr., Brad Jorgensen. Harry Carey Jr., Brad Jorgensen in The Searchers, 1956, was 35 years old when the film was released, bringing his quiet strength and dependable presence to the role. Born on May 16, 1921, in Saugus, California, he stood 6'1" and was known by the nickname Dobe. A familiar face in John Ford's westerns, Carey Jr. carried on his father's legacy in the genre, embodying the classic cowboy spirit. Though he passed away on December 27, 2012, at age 91, his impact endures. If he were alive today in 2025, he would be 104 years old. Hank Worden's Mose Harper. Hank Worden's, who played the eccentric but lovable Mose Harper in The Searchers, 1956, was 54 years old when the film was released. Born as Norton Earl Wardens on July 23, 1901, in Rolfe, Iowa, he stood 6'1" 1/2 inch and became a staple in westerns with his lanky frame and quirky, endearing performances. A real-life cowboy before turning to acting, his slow, deliberate speech and offbeat humor made Mose a memorable character. Wardens passed away on December 6, 1992, at the age of 91, but if he were still with us in 2025, he would be 124 years old. Olive Carey, Mrs. Jorgensen. Olive Carey, born Olive Fuller Golden on January 31, 1896, in New York City, was 60 years old when she portrayed Mrs. Jorgensen in The Searchers, 1956. A seasoned character actress known for her warm yet resilient presence, she brought depth to the role of the strong frontier wife. With a career spanning silent films to Western classics, she remained a beloved figure in Hollywood. If alive today in 2025, she would be 129 years old. Olive Carey passed away on March 13, 1988, in Carpinteria, California. Walter Coy, Aaron Edwards. Walter Coy brought quiet strength and dignity to the role of Aaron Edwards in The Searchers, 1956, portraying a hard-working frontier settler whose family's tragic fate sets the film's journey in motion. Born on January 31, 1909, in Great Falls, Montana, he was 47 years old when the film was released. Standing at 6'2", Coy had a steady, reassuring presence that made his character's brief but pivotal moments resonate deeply. He passed away on December 11, 1974, at the age of 65. If he were alive today in 2025, he would be 116 years old. Ward Bond, Reverend Captain Samuel Johnston Clay. Ward Bond portrayed Reverend Captain Samuel Johnston Clayton in The Searchers, 1956, with his signature blend of rugged authority and wry humor. Born on April 9, 1903, in Benkelman, Nebraska, Bond was 53 years old when the film was released. A towering presence at 6'2", he brought a commanding yet warm presence to the role, embodying both the sternness of a lawman and the moral conviction of a preacher. Sadly, he passed away on November 5, 1960, at the age of 57. If alive today in 2025, he would be 122 years old. Vera Miles, Lori Jorgensen. Vera Miles, born Vera June Ralston on August 23, 1929, in Boise City, Oklahoma, was 26 when she played Lori Jorgensen in The Searchers, 1956. As the spirited and headstrong young woman caught between love and duty, she brought warmth and wit to the film, holding her own against John Wayne's towering presence. Already a rising star, she later became known for her work in Psycho and other Hitchcock films. Now in 2025, she is 95 years old, one of the last surviving cast members of this iconic Western. Dorothy Jordan, Martha Edwards. Dorothy Jordan, born Dorothy Hendricks Jordan on August 9, 1906, in Clarksville, Tennessee, was 49 when she played Martha Edwards in The Searchers, 1956. Though her role was brief, her portrayal of Ethan Edwards' sister-in-law carried a quiet, heartbreaking depth, hinting at an unspoken love between her and Ethan. A talented actress of the 1930s, she stepped away from Hollywood after marrying filmmaker Marion C. Cooper, but returned for The Searchers. She passed away at 82 from congestive heart failure on December 7, 1988. If she were alive in 2025, she would be 118 years old. That's a wrap on The Searchers cast then and now. Hope you enjoyed this fascinating look at the star's incredible journey. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more Hollywood legends, only here on Hollywood Star Celebrity. Until next time, keep shining like a star. Let me know if you need any adjustments or more details.